Hi YouTubers, welcome. It's Nikki Free, and today I kind of want to talk about something that's been really on my mind, and I was gonna kind of keep it to myself, but no, I kind of want to put it out there. And the topic is Dame Dash. I am very late to the whole Dame Dash thing and just knowing about him and everything. I mean, of course, I've heard of him, but recently, I really started like paying attention to him and kind of following him. And I watched a few interviews with him, and just I loved how he was talking about being a boss, and I love his entrepreneurial spirit and things like that. But I also have to, when I like someone, I also have to look at the whole picture, And just looking at everything with Dame Dash, I can't say this, I'm not saying this because, I have some type of insight information or that I know these things for a fact. So let me just put that out there first. I'm just saying from a person who was looking at him like, wow, I like what he has to say, and being a bit inspired, there were a couple of things, one main thing that kind of threw me off with Dame Dash, and I'm sure there's a lot more. Now, I by no means am a Dame Dash expert. It's not like I go all the way back to the Rockefeller days and I know about. No, I'm just really new to this, and I'm just now starting to, find out information. So everything I'm saying is just because I am just curious and because I don't really know. I don't know. So first off, let me say, when I heard Dame Dash speak, I think what caught my attention was he was on some interview and he was talking about I think he was talking about Aaliyah, and of course, after the whole surviving R. Kelly, everyone was, making videos and everything was surfacing. So I saw a lot of videos on YouTube, and I was like, watching them and everything. But at any rate, with Dame Dash, I was kind of like, whatever, And then when I saw something he said or something I saw where he was talking about, being a boss. And that part I really liked, like some of the things that he was saying, it like stood out. Like, it just gave me ideas personally. And it also kind of inspired me to do more with my life. So I like that, it's like, he's right. There's so much you can do, like know your worth and things like that. So I was like, this is interesting. So I started following him on social media. And the one thing I noticed about Dame Dash is I feel like he speaks about, investing in women and supporting women and all that, and that's great. And he says he works with women. I personally have not seen all the women he works with. I have no way of, tapping in and knowing who these people are. But I do pay attention to his social, like his social media, some of the things that he posts and things like that. Not everything, but I mean, mainly like his story, like his Instagram stories and things like that. Because of course, I don't have all the time in the world to go through and search through everything. But in my little short observation, I noticed that I feel that Dame Dash, he's always speaking about culture vultures and being for the culture, and how, things that black people should be doing, and culture this and culture that. When he says culture, I'm not sure what culture he's talking about for sure. I don't know if he's talking about the black culture or if he's talking about the, I don't know, hip hop culture. I'm still like getting to know, what Dame Dash is all about and everything. So I don't know everything. But I will say that the one main thing that I noticed about Dame Dash, and that really kind of let me down, being that I was really like kind of like inspired by him, is that I don't really see him supporting any black women. And my thing is, he always talks a lot about not giving jobs to others that should be given to black people, and making sure that these jobs are going, we aren't losing out, black people aren't losing out to other races, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, for me, I feel that there's good and bad in all races. I'm not here to put anyone down for hiring whoever they want to hire. My thing is that your whole thing, I can't think of the word I'm trying to say right now, but everything about you screams culture and screams, and you're always complaining about these culture vultures that are coming in and taking from the black community and blah, blah, blah. And when I look around, I see on like your Instagram story, I see these girls who are non-black women. I actually have only seen one black woman around you, and on your Instagram story. And I'm just trying to figure out why I don't see more black women around you. Black women are very intelligent. There's a lot of very intelligent black women, I'm sure, that would love to have some of the jobs that you're giving to non-black women. Since this is your whole thing that you want to like be for the culture. I just don't understand why I feel like when you say for the culture, it's more for black men and women, just women, like just women in general. So, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying like it's kind of confusing because on one end, I hear you talking and you're saying, I've seen some interviews where you're saying, why would that go to, why wouldn't I just give it to some, like a black, why would I take that job from a black person and give it to someone else or what have you? And at the same time, I really don't see you, I haven't seen a lot of support of black women from you. And I'm not saying that you're against black women. I'm not saying that at all. And I'm not saying that you don't support black women. I'm just saying as a new person that's come in and saw you and was like, wow, this is awesome. It would be nice to see more black women in your circle. Because I know that there's plenty that would love to be a part of what you're a part of. And again, if I'm wrong, and you really do have all these black women that are in your camp and that you're helping, I apologize wholeheartedly. But I just haven't seen it, and I feel like if you're going to say you're for the culture and you're for this, for black people, then it should be all black people. Black women as well. We definitely need to have our chance, and we definitely need to be a part of, being supported, being uplifted. We need to be entrepreneurs as well. We need to know how to be bosses as well. So the support shouldn't just stop with black men and, I guess just women. From what I've seen, with all women but black women, it should be, one way or the other. If you're preaching about it, you should really stand in it and pick a side, pick what you're going to do and not leave black women out. I think that's my main thing. Don't leave black women out of your movement, especially when everything you talk about is culture. And you talk about culture vultures, people taken from our culture, but on the outside looking in, it seems like you're helping people who are not of our culture to do things with you and to grow and to elevate. And as I said, I don't have a problem with that personally, but that's not, that hasn't been, from what I could see, what you stand for. So I'm just really confused. I know I probably will never get this question answered. I probably will never find out for sure, but it's just something that was on my mind, being that I'm new to this whole Dame Dash wave and just trying to find out what this man's all about. And, I don't know. It'd be nice to see someone who is this passionate about the culture to actually take the time to also include Black women and not leave us out, because just including the Black men and that's it, for me, I can't respect that. I'm sorry, I can't respect that. You can't, you have to be all inclusive, and I feel that I should see more Black women around you, if this is what you are standing for and this is what your, motto is. At any rate, that's all I have, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for listening to my podcast. And be kind to each other. Bye-bye.